Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, the NRL Round 8 preview, and we welcome back
Go get him, bro.
Khalid Ashrafi. Ashrafi.
Better than never. That was cringe. Anyways,
If you know what whose theme song that was,
whoever comments
yeah,
the name of that theme song,
yeah,
transfer you $20
get from Khalid.
from Carlo.
They can just Google.
No,
No, they can.
but surely someone knows it.
No, I don't care if they do. Honestly, whoever comments that theme song, $20 per ID.
And if
Lovely.
you thought it was cringe and Ali, not Ali, sorry,
Khalid.
Khalid is a flop, unsubscribe.
No,
No, kick back.
we'll lose all our subscribers.
Kick it.
How are you, Khalid?
Great.
Great. Yeah.
Better than ever.
Yeah.
I'm back.
You went
No,
here yesterday.
I'm good, bro.
You went
Yeah, I
here
wasn't here.
yesterday
Sorry,
for-
guys. I was invited to family last minute. Couldn't say no.
Yeah, family's more important.
Either
than
that or
this,
punching on my wife. I don't want to fight my wife. I'm sick of
Sometimes
it.
you got to determine what's more worth it, the podcast or your wife.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
podcast all day.
That's exactly right.
Do I want to hear my wife's voice? No, I don't.
Does she watch this?
She does. It's so random too. She does. Whenever she's at her parents' house, she turns it on.
Do you want to? What?
Burns me.
Does her family watch it?
Yeah, they watch it just so they can give us views.
Oh, hello, Khalid's extended family.
I'm not joking.
We
No, that's
appreciate
nice.
it.
All
Yeah,
of it.
it's nice. It's about, they
No,
won't message me.
have
We
they
do-
subscribed though, or they're just watching without
do
an
appreciate
account?
They didn't know how to subscribe. They're old.
Oh, so they don't have an account, they're just watching.
Nah, what
for one
account? Bro, they're from Afghanistan.
have
We love
computers
everyone
on
that
it.
watches these videos. Everyone that watches them, we do appreciate. If you haven't liked this video, please do. Helps us get this stuff out there.
And the views we got on Galvin's, on the video of Galvin.
Yeah, we already spoke about
That's-
it. We do appreciate all the people that subscribed from that video, from the vlog. We got a few. We do appreciate it. If you haven't seen the vlog, go watch it.
Vlog? Or,
The daily vlog.
not Lachlan Gavin.
I'm sure they've watched the Lachlan Gavin one. We've got like nearly 1,000 views,
Views, yeah.
so we do appreciate it. And the vlog, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It was something different. And I enjoyed recording it. Carla did too. All the boys that were with us really got into it. We'll be looking at doing more stuff like that. So please subscribe if you haven't already. And
We'll see you next week.
peace. Moe, how are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, nothing's changed since yesterday, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
How are you, mate?
The exact same.
Yeah.
Exact same. Nothing's changed.
What a
Nothing
boring
has
life,
changed.
eh?
You're looking good, Ali.
Thanks, bro.
You losing weight?
Yes.
If it looks like it, sure.
Thank you.
You'll take it.
What is it?
You'll take it.
Yeah, 100%. But no, I don't think. I think I've been literally 99 for so long.
99.
Yeah, I was 110. I lost 10 kilos and I just coasted.
Why
Ramadan helped, but
don't you just break the even 100?
it feels like I got to 99. I seen double digits and kicked it. I might jump on a scale and find I'm more than 99. I'll be very upset. But
Yeah.
last time I checked, which was right before Eid, I was 99.
Bro, you know, last time I was double digits, probably
Minutes ago?
2014. 2014.
You had like abs, yeah?
No, me have abs.
No.
Last time I had abs, I was a fetus.
When I was born.
Literally. So
Anyway, you guys, hey, are you happy?
I am.
That's it. That's all that matters. As Paddy Pimblett says, I'd rather be fat and happy than depressed with abs.
Yeah.
All right?
He did say that. And
let's-
he can eat, by the way.
Yeah, oh my God, he loves a food.
Alright.
Let's get into it. Round 8 kicks off on Thursday with the Brisbane Broncos playing the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs 2 weeks in a row. They're going to be playing up at Brisbane this round and Magic Round. Talking about Magic Round, we're working on trying to vlog when we're
Yeah,
there.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yep. And hopefully, if everything works out, we'll get a 3-day vlog.
We'll all be there. You will be there in my heart.
That's exactly right. That's why I didn't go.
I'm paying for it,
Yeah, but we're just there. in
but they'll
spirit.
be there.
I feel
So
like we owe
yeah,
you money now for some reason.
it's the double header for it's 2 weeks in a row. We're going to be in Brisbane. This game ins and outs for the Brisbane Broncos. A big one is Reece Walsh seeing Selon Cobbo move back to fullback, then Mariner to the wing. Exactly what Mo said yesterday.
I did that.
Quarter word for it, and it's probably the most.
Mariner
Logical.
wasn't playing wing.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in the
He wasn't
team.
in the
Most
squad.
logical changes that they can make. For the Bulldogs, Jack Todd is out, seeing a returning Harry Hayes slot back
How
straight
sad, but
straight onto the bench. Yeah, it is. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks, I think it
Do
is.
you know his backstory?
Yeah, a lot of injuries.
Last year he broke both his arms,
Both his arms.
and now he broke
In
his
playing
elbow,
footy?
His wrist.
his wrist.
Did he
His
break him
wrist.
playing footy? Both
Playing
of them?
Yeah.
footy in SFL's Cup, bro.
Does that tell you something? The bloke puts his fucking body on the line.
Yeah, well,
If I've learned
yeah,
anything.
he does run like he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, he
Well,
runs so hard.
I did see a podcast today. I was watching Willie Mason talk.
Mm.
He said Serraldo won't pick anyone that won't put their whole body on the line for at least half an hour in the middle of that
I
field.
seen that. I seen that clip, but you know, there's a lot. You can hear a lot of talk.
Yeah.
It's different to see it.
And
see it with these
You
blokes.
see it, and this guy's in there with them day in, day
Yeah.
out. So he knows what's going on there. And it explains why Curtis Moran is not starting.
Oh, he's not even
He's
on the
not-
bench.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, he said it. He said Curtis Moran can't give half an hour of flat out.
He
footy.
said that.
Yeah,
They said people like
But-
Curtis Moran. Blah, blah,
No,
blah.
he said that.
literally what he said.
But we've seen what Curtis Moran can do.
I know. I agree.
He's a dog.
I think
He's
he
a-
said
he's-
more than
he's a
he
dog.
said more than half an hour, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember. But he brought up Curtis Moran as that example of a player who isn't up to it, and that's why he lost his spot.
I don't know.
But whatever.
Whatever.
I trust in Serraldo, man. Every team he picks,
Yeah.
I'm not questioning it ever. All right. But this is the measuring stick, as they say. The Bulldogs haven't really played. Right.
It should be, not for me though, because I don't.
No.
Yeah, but-
Did you watch the video, yesterday's video?
I didn't get there yet.
Okay, because I agreed with you 100%. When you said they don't look like a top 4 side, the Broncos.
Well, I've said it from the start.
Yeah,
I reckon
I'm
they're
starting to
scraping
see.
that.
I agree, but when it comes to 1 through 17 on paper, they're a solid team.
Nah.
Yeah, they are.
They are, yeah.
Individually, though.
Individually, yeah.
That's what it
You
is.
don't want
As a
individual
team,
players, you want
they're
the-
not
you
they're
want
not
the best
li-
13.
they're not clicking, and it's weird because they've regressed. That Ben Hunt and Adam
Reynolds.
Reynolds combination, it's gone backwards. They started off on fire. They looked good. You're like, fuck, bro. They just
We spoke about it. They were like the best looking half.
yeah. And then now they got to a point where exactly what you just said. They're individuals and they're playing their own brand of footy on either side of the field.
I'll tell you what I think is happening in the halves, that Adam Reynolds is doing his part. Ben Hunt's not holding up his end of his stick.
Adam Reynolds is always doing his
I
job.
feel like Adam Reynolds playing a bit too fast for Ben Hunt, and for some reason Ben Hunt's age is just starting to show.
Yeah.
He's not keeping up with Adam Reynolds.
Well, Ben Hunt does have this in him. This lull in performances. You've seen it throughout his whole career. His whole career. at
It just wasn't
Brisbane,
this obvious 'cause
at
he was with the Dragons.
No, at the Dragons, there was a season where the whole Dragons team picked up except for him. You remember?
Yeah, it was the worst because he was our main playmaker.
Yeah. All right. And now you're seeing it again. It's starting, and Ben Hunt's a confidence player,
he is.
massive confidence player. When his confidence is shot, it's shot. It's very hard to get back.
100%.
Now for the Bulldogs, you know, as a Doggies fan, what can I say? You know, we've said everything already. We're flying high, but I'll bring back to my point. We've played one team that we could say are contenders for top 4.
Sharks.
The Sharks. We beat them. We kept on 6 points as well. 1 try. We looked good. This is the second biggest game of our season so far.
Of our season, yeah.
Yes.
Well, coming into the season before this should have been the biggest game of your first 10 rounds
Yeah, I agree.
on paper.
I agree.
Yeah. Is it weird if I tell you is that I was more scared of the Dragons than the Broncos?
Round 1.
Yeah.
I hate round 1.
Not just round one. I feel like Dragons are more likely to beat us than the Broncos, I feel. Broncos are better than them, but I'm more worried about the Dragons. Because when it comes to that shittier type of footy or that grind and the grimy play, Dragons can get that over us. Whereas the Broncos, once you beat their game plan, they're done for the
Yeah,
that's
they're
it.
done.
They're ready for the next game.
They're finished. Yeah, I agree. But no, I didn't say that. Broncos were much bigger, much harder, much scarier than the Dragons for me.
Yeah, okay.
Because on paper, their team is stacked.
Of course, from
Right?
1 to 17.
Yeah, stacked.
Or 1 to 13.
But this is the test for the Dogs. It's on Thursday. It's going to be a big one. Give me score margins and give me a hot take on this game.
A hot take?
A hot take.
Broncos didn't score 1 try.
That was mine.
That
you
was my hot take
scum. Was it?
Yeah, well,
I don't think it is a hot take because as long as Bulldogs maintain the pressure, a good friend of mine just called me on the way here.
Yeah.
He goes, Bulldogs will kick on second and third because Cobo's a big boy. He's going to get tired fast. Panhurst, Carrigan get very tired. What can they do to us?
Nothing.
well, I think that's the biggest
That
test.
kills them.
Their forwards. We'll see how your mobile, smaller forwards handle their big forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just haven't faced.
We
a
done it
forward pack.
last year with a lesser forward pack.
You did,
Yeah.
you did, and I believe they're up to that stand. Like
Yeah.
they can get it done, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right.
Score prediction?
Yeah.
If I'm going to say they score because I don't get too ahead of myself, I'm going to go 28-6.
28-6. I'm going to say 12-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have I think a close one, maybe 18. I'll give them the benefit of their 18-6
No.
because I don't feel like you're gonna be able to score the points on them.
That's what
I
that's,
feel like they're not gonna score if they're lucky one try.
that's why I'm saying 12-0.
And this is what Reece Walsh needed, whether to be dropped or to have some games off.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Not like
put
this,
your
but
head
not
of your
for
ass.
injury.
I think
Yeah,
this
put
is
your
what
head
the
of your
Broncos
ass.
needed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to be
well,
honest.
Broncos to
And
experiment.
it'll be crazy if
something.
the Broncos come out and perform, which isn't the craziest thing.
No.
Doesn't matter what happens. Reece Walsh is going straight back to fullback.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that'll give him a kick up the ass.
It better
That'll give like if the
because
Broncos
we know
come
he's
out,
not playing Origin this
let's
year.
say God forbid the Broncos come out and beat us, that'll shove a rocket up his
Yeah,
ass.
well,
Surely.
some questions will be.
Well, Cobber in space, bro. You've seen how deadly he is, and he's got more room to work.
Well, Cobber's a good player, cuz.
He's
Cobber's a
very
good player.
Yes.
We move on to the Friday night 4 p.m. kickoff. The Anzac Day game.
Oh, wow.
It's been a part of the NRL calendar for a very long time. Some big moments, big games. Just go look at highlights for these games. You'll see what we're talking about. Ins and outs for the Roosters. Nat Butcher is out. He's replaced by Egan Butcher, who comes onto the bench, and Spencer Leniu moves from the bench to the starting prop position.
I'm happy.
Why, but
I don't know. It makes no sense.
what's wrong with that Butcher?
Nat Butcher's injured or
His
suspended.
brother's
This guy can't string 2 games in a row. Hey?
Who?
Nah, Butcher.
Butcher, no, even none of them can. The Roosters.
None of their
forwards,
forwards these days, literally.
Yeah.
none of them can.
Radley,
Yeah.
Lindsay Collins been going in and out.
A lot of them. Angus Crichton comes back from his suspension.
Injury.
I can't remember. Was it an
I
injury?
think it was a little niggling.
Yeah, it was an injury. Right before the game, he got pulled out. He comes back straight into this, straight into his spot, that back row spot. Big one is good old.
Of course, this happens on our week.
What's his
Well,
name?
Dominic.
Dominic Young is dropped. He's replaced by a returning. Who was it? Billy Smith?
Mark.
No, Mark played last week.
Yeah, he played in the
Yeah,
centers.
Billy Smith comes back straight into the centres. Mark Nawangana been practicing.
Nice.
He moves to the wing. And then for the Dragons, Matthew Fine is out. Hamish Stewart is out. Fine is replaced on the bench by on the wing. Sorry, by Sione Finau. Dragons have been calling for this.
Bro, I love this
Rugby
guy.
League fans have been calling for this, and I cannot wait to see this man play. And who's the other one now? Hamish Stewart. He's replaced by
Emre Gula.
Emery Gula, who returns from injury suspension.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Very iffy, bro.
Now, this game is, like I said at the beginning, always a barnstormer. It's always exciting. There's always something that happens in these games. If it's going to be won by each team, where do you think it's going to be won from?
For us, it's going to be the edges.
Mm.
If we can just dominate the edges and they can't defend like we seen last week,
Yeah.
I feel like we can put probably even a number on them. For them, it'll be through our middle.
That's exactly what I think. I was going to say their forwards are the only way they can get through is because their backs are a lot of potential, but they haven't been doing it this year.
Yeah.
I think your backs can do some bits on their edges.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Do you agree with that?
I got the Dragons. I reckon they'll comfortably win. It's a big game. This is one of those games where you don't care who's starting. It's Anzac. You know. It's
No,
Yeah,
and form goes out the window.
this is literally they're playing for their country. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of emotion going in this. A lot of hatred too. Back in the days.
Big history, bro. It's got they're fighting for their
fun-
soldiers, bro.
Exactly, literally, and it's hard to pick out what's going to win this game. But man, Dragons for me, I've been talking high of them for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop here.
Keep going, son.
Honestly,
Keep going.
It does not stop here.
What do you have, Dragons?
I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be It's going to be a low scoring game. I want to say, I don't know, say whatever 12-10,
No way.
and I just feel like they're going to win somehow.
My heart can't handle a 12-10.
I'm telling you right now, Holmes going to slot a field goal from 40 meters out and going to win the game.
Oh, that's big.
So 2-point field goal.
I
win
can
the
see
game.
that. I can see that happening. Too.
2-point field goal, win the game.
Well,
You guys will either be a draw or he'll just do it last, say, 5 minutes, get away from the Roosters. I got Dragons winning, man.
I agree with you being close. I think this game, like if this wasn't Anzac Day, I'd say Dragons 13 plus.
Yeah.
But Anzac Day, I've seen from history, and you know this, with Dragons shit seasons,
Yeah.
somehow you will win this game,
Yeah.
right? Against Roosters who are flying, right? You remember that year where Tyrell Sloan made Tedesco his bitch?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I think we saw
That was
the
Duff-
same.
Dufty's done it as well.
2022, I'm pretty sure.
Whenever it was, Dufty's done it as
23,
well.
23.
Remember when Dufty put Tedesco in his back
Dufty
pocket?
made him his bitch.
Brother.
Yeah.
Ran rings around him. So that, the form literally out the window. I think this game is going to be high scoring. Both these teams, or maybe the Dragons can defend, bro. That's the thing.
Nah, Dragons a different side, bro. They're
Dragons
not,
can
they're not
defend.
allowing
I'm not giving
24,
them-
30 points.
You know
Trust
what?
me, yeah, they have
13 plus Dragons.
Send it.
Big call.
13 plus Dragons. I don't trust the Roosters at all.
Okay. If we don't have this fade that we have week in, week out,
Ooh, Yeah.
13 plus. If we have this fade, we still get them 1 to 12.
So what do you reckon?
I'll be humble and say 1 to 12.
I agree Dragons 13 plus, man. I haven't backed the Dragons. I still don't think they make the 8, honestly. But the Roosters has just been woeful. Woeful.
Depends who turns up on the
No,
week.
no,
That's-
they're both going to get up for this game.
That's what I'm saying. That's
When
what I'm
Holmes
saying.
hits that 40-meter plus field goal, do you remember what I said here? And who's leading the tips, baby? Because you were putting on me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and then I had a shocker last week.
Shocker. I'm just,
Absolute
I
shocker.
predict these teams.
You know how much? I'll tell you how much.
Bro, back to back, if I was betting,
You'd be
I
making-
will not be here.
You'd be making money.
I will be in Dubai right now, somewhere on a
Making
yacht.
bang. And also, I'll just throw out there, Finau for a double.
I
Ooh.
like, Finau's my bro. I'm telling
Where's
you.
Where's the league?
I want him to have a good game.
He should have a good game. Who's he defending? Whoever he's defending does.
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
got
The backs
3
are
right
flying
last
now.
week, by the way. 3 tips right.
Are you
Wow,
kidding?
that's-
Yeah, that was
I got
my
6.
worst round, and you're only one above me.
Shit.
What am I coming?
I'm gonna
to
get away with this round.
No, I'm just gonna tip. I'm gonna read wheelchairs and tip exactly what you say. Yeah. Anyway, we agree on the first 2, so let's keep going.
Dog, what am I coming?
What is the next game? You? Where are you? I
Should we brush
gotta
past me
scroll
like
for an
I'm a-
hour.
like I'm a-
No.
I
Don't say
didn't know
that.
in the comp. You don't
Yeah,
speak.
no, I don't know how far I am down there, cuz.
You're 6th out of 9, so
That's all right.
half, middle, not really.
It's not last.
Anyway, we move on to the Warriors versus the Newcastle Knights. Ins and outs for the Warriors. Charles Nichols Klotstad is back. Rocco Berry is back. And for the Newcastle Knights, Dylan Lucas is back, who they've missed.
Yes.
Dearly.
Fuck, he's so good.
Dearly they've
I
missed
think I'll
him.
bring him back in this
I'm,
one.
Right.
I'm doing right now.
Jack Cogger has been named on the extended bench, but Tyson Gamble keeps that spot. Dylan Lucas straight into the starting spot. Thomas Kent, who done a pretty good job for a poor team in that
Thomas
second row
can't
position.
pen, really.
Is he out of team?
He's on the bench now.
I
Yeah,
said him.
not good for Super Coach. But that's it. The game is at in Christchurch. They've taken a game to Christchurch in Apollo Project Stadium. What a stadium name!
Must be a new one. I'll change the name.
Yeah, change the name. Who do we have? I think this is.
This is gonna be
This is going to be very one-sided.
an ass whooping.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a fucking... Who is this guy?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, literally. Like, I don't know who you are.
This is gonna be a
Who the
footy
fuck
battle.
is that guy? It's going to be a smashing. It's going to be 13 plus Warriors. for
Warriors
me.
13 plus.
This is gonna be a Metcalf masterclass. He's gonna run right on him.
Yeah.
Two are picky for a double. If he's still there.
Two
Two
biggest
big
move
for-
to the wing.
That's what
Yeah.
exactly
This is
what
gonna make Knights sit in Parramatta next week and beg for Dylan Brown to come
Actually,
to
the
the team.
Knights don't leak that many points, to be fair.
They're gonna leak its
They,
money.
they don't, but they've gotten
You
worse.
thought I was leaking a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
When
they're gonna
Doggies
leak it.
won?
Yeah, they're
This is
going
gonna
to
be a leak.
They're getting worse and worse every week.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
literally.
Now, just a question. We all got Knights 13 plus. Warriors 13 plus. Sorry. Do the Knights score more than double digits this game?
No.
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 This isn't a game.
No double digits. They won't score 2 tries and kick 1 goal.
No.
Well,
I don't think so.
Is Ponga still playing?
Ponga, yeah, he is.
Who
is
knows,
he- is
Who
he
knows
good?
at this point?
Still playing.
Did he forget he's
He's
probably one of the best halfbacks ever?
He's
He's just
still playing.
hugging that right
Halfback,
side and just
fullbacks.
sleeping there.
Fullback, sorry. He could play anyway. But
Yeah, that's true.
He's just
Literally.
sleeping on that right side, cuz.
Yeah, they got to use both edges. Like I said yesterday. 100%. We move on to the Storm versus the Rabbitohs in Amy Park in Melbourne, where the Storms have a fantastic record. Out, Jack Howarth and Tui Kamikamitha. They're replaced by a returning Nick Meaney for Jack Howarth. And Kamikamitha is replaced on the bench by
Nelson?
Lazarus Valapu. Nelson is back. He's on the extended bench.
They don't want him, eh?
No.
They didn't want him even last year.
No,
They didn't want him
and-
last year, but they kept him.
No, but I think
Because I think they had to, with Welsh retiring and that.
they,
That's what kept him there.
I think there's what's it called? They wanted to get rid of him to afford Utukamanu.
Yeah, but then Welsh retired.
Welsh retired, and that's where they got the money for
Is
him.
it Welsh or Welsh?
Welsh.
Welsh.
Because
Welsh.
Dolphins would love
Christian
him.
Welsh, yeah. That's true.
Dolphins would love him.
Yeah, they need a forward.
They
too,
just
but he's
signed
not-
Francis Molo. What a signing, by the way.
They signed him 3 weeks ago. Where
He
is
signed
he?
3 weeks ago. He got named first time.
Did he?
Did he?
He got named this week.
Oh, there you go. Back in
But let's get
Boston.
into the Rabbitohs because big news. Hubner out. Unfortunately, we love the
Yeah, we gave him the eye.
we love
Yeah,
we love the point Hubner.
He hasn't.
Jai Arrow moves to lock. Ewan Aitken moves from centres to second row. Who missed
Joel.
out last week? No one. Jack Wyden is in the centres. Bailey Bentley Hape. He's back into the team. I think he's had around 3 or 4 games.
I think
He's
one
on the
or two.
wing. Jaden Sullivan is the halfback.
Is he?
Cody
Yeah,
Walker
getting
is
a
the
migraine.
5'8".
There's so many changes, bro.
Latrell Mitchell is the fullback.
Yes.
Jai Gray is your
14.
14.
Yes.
You fucking idiot.
Wallah, you
You
idiot.
caught it, baby.
Are you happy
He's
with
a
that, though?
fucking-
Well, I caught it.
He's a
I don't
dog.
give a fuck what you done. Are you
I
happy
love
with it?
Uncle Wayne.
I am very happy because that's his position.
Yeah, but I love Uncle Wayne. But Dry Gray has done nothing but put his hand up. That's his spot.
If it's not broken.
Do you
don't-
understand Dry Gray right now is probably the Queensland fullback.
I understand that, which
Oh, Kalen Ponga.
fuck
They
me.
always pick
No,
him, but-
fuck me, Jai Gray. What a shout for.
That's what I'm saying.
For Origin.
Guys, just against the Dogs, right? We put up a midfield bomb. You were there.
Oh my god.
Who was chasing the midfield bomb? I don't know if you've seen this.
I'm telling you,
Stephen Crichton.
Stephen Crichton and Jai Gray didn't.
Yeah,
look
I
at it.
jumped him.
Yeah, I jumped him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Not just that, he saved probably 3 tries. Like
Because if Dry Gray, if Latrell was their
we
fullback,
score 40.
100%.
40, 42, yeah.
we would have got
Honestly,
to 50.
we put another 10
Wallah
Yeah,
would have got
yeah.
to 50. You know how much times he saved tries, last ditch effort?
How many?
Latrell's got an error in the back too.
Do you know how many times the Doggies fans stood up and just clapped for him? How many times that happened?
Dry Gray.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Hey,
know-
and he deserves it.
Everyone-
That
just
group
yelling,
that we
"What
were
a
in, that
Dry
circle that we were in, you should have fucking Dry Gray.
Every touch
How
he had,
good.
we just said, like, what a run.
You
He's
hear
a
how
freak.
good from Doggies fans, man.
But in saying that,
From anyone.
yeah,
'cause
but
I'm a believer Latrell should play fullback.
I agree. It's his best spot.
Look, the only way
but it's unfair.
they lose out on Jai Gray is if he's not playing at least 50 minutes. If you're chucking him on the last 12, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
Well, where you gonna
what a
chuck
waste
him
of
on?
talent.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
And you know what's
This is where my
crazy?
coaching
That he
comes
picked
in.
up. He picked up a
You know what I
point.
mean?
Tell me.
Where would you play him?
He's got to go in the middle. Very simple. You
Oh,
give give Sullivan a spell. No, sorry. Who's their lock?
Oh, you're talking about
Jai Gray.
I thought you're saying start him in the middle.
No. We're
Yeah,
checking
yeah,
him from the
Jairo.
bench.
Jairo's the lock.
Jairo's the lock. He can come off. Jago goes in the middle. Jago comes back on as a second row or forward and gives a
I
front
agree.
row a
Or
spell.
Jairo can move to a prop position, give a proper break.
I just said that. Yeah, give him a spell.
Oh, there you go.
And then Jago finishes off the game. I swear I said that.
Doesn't let you talk.
It
No,
does.
you
Just
didn't.
cuts
That's
me
He,
off.
he didn't say
He
that.
did.
He didn't. He
He
said
did.
Jairo to the bench. Give him
Yeah,
no,
and
then
then
I
he said,
said
bring him back on
also-
as a second rower, and
Yeah.
he was still talking. And
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's
Throw
fine.
yourself in
No, that's
there.
fine. But that's Latrell. That's his best position. You want him to at least touch the ball at least 15 to 20 times.
it's so hard because I feel like Dry Gray is so small to play in the middle.
And you
He's-
can't lock down Latrell on one side.
Do
Bro.
you understand that Jai Gray is leading the Daddy M's?
It's all right.
He's been on fire for him.
You understand? Last year, out of 8 games, you know how many times Latrell assisted as a fullback?
A lot.
14 assists in 8
Yeah, a
games.
lot.
That's fucking massive.
They were actually going pretty good before he got injured last year.
But safety wise and getting involved a lot wise, all right, in the red zone he gets involved. He sets up a try. But it's those 1%ers that are away from the red zone is what Jai Gray does the best.
Bro, Moe, I want to fight you right now
Fight me like 80.
because you know what? You know what made the Rabbitohs such a threat and so good in the last few years? Wasn't the 1%. Why'd you just do that?
What?
You just Beyonce titty.
I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah. Can you do it again?
No, I didn't even know how I done it.
Oh my God, you threw me off.
Well, they didn't do the 1%ers right?
That Rabbitohs never counted on Latrell doing the 1%ers.
But he's so lazy,
literally,
bro.
Give me 10 to 15 touches, but of the best runs,
Yeah.
and set up whoever you want to set
That's
up.
right.
and
But
run
when
over
is
whoever
he
you
doing
wanna
that
run over.
consistently? No, Dry Gray is doing that
But he's
consistently.
consistently inconsistent.
Well, the
the problem.
Rabbitohs, they've been losing. Right?
Exactly.
So they do need a change.
They don't need a Will Kennedy.
I'm
They
upset
haven't
that
been
this
losing.
isn't
They're still in the top 8. They have not been losing.
They
lost one game.
The 8th. It wasn't one game. Didn't they lose?
And like recent, in the past 2.
Didn't they lose the week before? Yeah, they lost to the Cowboys.
You know, his Latrell's there. Latrell's an
I
origin
don't hate it.
player.
I love Latrell at fullback, but he needs to get.
More involved.
He doesn't need
He needs to play 80 minutes.
You
Yes, he
can't
does.
expect him to play. But he's never been like that.
Well, he needs to be like that.
But
But
he's
they
never
gone
been.
from a fullback that plays 80 minutes to one that plays 15.
But but who first bought him there? Was it Wayne Bennett? Yeah, in 2019,
Yeah.
2020.
Whenever he did, yeah.
When he first went there, they never bought him to be this Tedesco-like player or he's
Yeah.
fucking
No,
Ben
they
Barber
bought him to
type
be
player.
a Greg Inglis type player. That's what
No,
they bought
no,
him
not
to be.
even. Just, bro, have 10 to 15 touches.
Play to his strength.
Run
but
over as
we-
much as
we-
you can.
we
Laziness
say-
was not his strength. When he came from the Roosters, he was not lazy.
Yeah, I know. But we've always spoken about Latrell. Pick his moments.
We know that.
There are games where the guy would not run.
That's my
There
point.
were games last year and the year before that, since the beginning of this podcast. One of our most viewed TikToks. If you're not following, go follow in the description below.
Why is he arguing with me? We're arguing the same point.
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay, I was going to have a fight you both.
Fuck. I'm
Don't
talking
throw
to
hands
you.
with both of you cunts.
Do you remember we made that video about Latrell?
Yeah,
It's the
I
most
did. Lazy.
viewed,
I did.
how lazy
He was
is
sitting
that?
in the back and he didn't have much touches.
So much
blah,
people
blah,
agree,
blah.
and it's been the same exact thing.
That's my point.
What do you mean it's been the same exact thing?
He's never changed it.
They've put him as a center and they've put him as a 5'8".
Not this year, Yagdish.
He's talking
when he
Just
was
in
being a
general.
fullback.
He's- Just in general.
Yeah, all right. Do you remember when he came back last year, his first game, who was that against?
I can't remember.
The
but
Dragons.
He had a very good game.
Did you know what he'd done against the Dragons?
Yeah,
He's
had a
beat
very
him.
good game.
Well, they lost.
I
Yeah.
know he's beat him. But do you remember what he done to use that game?
Nothing.
Bro,
They
he
lost.
was that. What? He
No, he had a
scored
good
one.
game.
He assisted
No
one.
one remembers that. Do you remember the end score? No. You remember that we won? That's it. Fuck that. I don't want to sibble a trophy.
Alright,
So
so-
you want Jogger as a fullback?
Yeah, I do.
And Origin, great. Not a great, sorry. Origin center. Most damaging fullback.
Origin center.
He's the,
Origin
if not
centre.
the most damaging fullback we've ever seen. Damaging.
Is he Origin
Who?
fullback?
Literal.
I will elbow you.
Damaging.
Greg Inglis, cuz at Souths.
Oh, yeah.
Origin
He used to
centre.
fuck everyone.
Is he
one
Origin
off.
fullback, fuck we?
One off.
No, he's not. He's Origin center.
Anyway.
What?
Oh my
You're
God.
telling me if Tedesco goes down and Edwards is injured, Literal's not in fullback?
No!
Who's in fullback?
Shut your mouth.
Who's in fullback?
Shut your
Tell me who's in
mouth.
fullback.
Pappenhausen.
Pappenhausen, get out of my face. What's their first tackle is at Westmead Children's Hospital?
I'd rather at least he's getting tackled.
Why was me?
Anyway, for the Storm, right? Big issue. They are playing the Storm, by the way, just in case we forgot.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know who they
Yeah,
were playing.
they're playing the Storm. Big issue was what's his name? The
Harry
hooker, Harry Grant. Bronson Garlic. Honestly, no disrespect, one of the worst footballers I've ever seen. Now, every time I say this, they come out and fuck it the next week.
They become superstars.
Yeah, so Bronson Garlic, put your house on it. He's probably going to score 3 and assist 5.
Fair.
He was so poor for him. He keeps the spot. I think that's just because of.
They have no options.
I would have played Wishart. I
Yeah.
honestly would have played Wishart.
Why are you jumping the gun? He probably won't even play that game. This game, Harry Grant might be coming on.
No,
He's
Harry
on
Grant
He's
is
not extended.
because Harry Grant is not an extended. Harry Grant's out for like 6 to 8 weeks. He's missing Origin.
No, did you say the article came
The
out today?
last one I seen
Today?
was he was missing Origin. I read it today.
Okay. No, there was a new article that came
Yeah,
out
he was
today.
coming out today. He's coming back this round.
No, I didn't
No,
know.
he's
Oh,
not-
sorry, Magic Round.
Yeah.
No way, bro. What a turnaround.
It wasn't as severe as they expected it to be.
No, well, there you go.
I don't know if it's Magic Round or this guy's shooting rockets out of his ass. But I didn't really read it because I didn't give a fuck about Melbourne. So.
Where is it? No, that's Plath.
Cuz, can you just trust me?
So Harry Grant, at least 2 weeks. Okay, you're right. No, you're right. What 2 weeks? At least 2 weeks. So I didn't say that. I just seen the one where he said he might miss State of Origin.
Do you do your job right or not?
No, I.
What do you do in your
Well,
spare
I don't. I thought that was the latest one. I seen it today.
What do you do in your spare time? You should be researching for the podcast.
Play on my mic.
That's him.
Are we all playing of it again?
Anyway, who do we got? Storms, Rabbitohs.
Storms. Be a pretty easy game.
Yeah, Storm surely.
13
Melbourne
plus.
1 to 12.
No, I reckon they.
What did you say?
1 to 12, Melbourne.
I reckon Bellamy would have shoved the rocket up him.
You know what? They will. Yeah, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna be 13.
And you know what it is?
That distribution from fucking the garlic clove,
Yeah,
a
it's
bit rough.
rough. Bennett has a decent record against Bellamy as
It
well.
does.
So
Where is it, Melbourne?
it's in Melbourne.
With a decent team.
That is very true.
Bro,
But
Murray's out for the year now.
Yeah,
he's
what happened
always,
to him?
He's always been out. For
No, he
the-
wasn't.
No,
No, he wasn't?
He was expected to come back like around 20
Yeah.
or something.
Ooh.
But a new injury, I think, or something.
Was
His
His
Achilles
Achilles
had a bit
tendon,
of a
man.
setback and he's
His-
out for the whole season.
The Achilles is a rough injury to come back from, man.
Because do you just get random calls from fucking telemarketers about 5 times a day?
Always,
sorry
but
to
I've
interrupt
got
you.
I've got Truecaller and it tells me if it's a scam or telemarketer. And I just,
Cuz, like, hello, Annie.
yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, no.
It's always the same bloke too. Habibi, I'll hang up on you every time. Why are you
how
still
many
calling me?
times I get hacked from these guys? You think I'm joking?
Have you lost
I
money?
don't have PlayStation. I don't play PlayStation anymore.
Why?
It got hacked. Some bloke went and bought Roblox and wanted to pay all this money on it. And I tried to sign in, doesn't let me sign in. He hacked all my emails. he threatened that he was going to put up all these naked photos of me.
Do you have naked photos on
You
your
have naked
PlayStation?
photos out there?
No, he said that he took it off my phone, which I knew he was lying.
But do
So
you
I
have
deleted them all. I'm not even joking. I lost my emails,
Well,
lost
remember
everything.
when that happened to Bill but the guy was from Saudi Arabia.
He
remember
was from
this?
Saudi Arabia and he named himself like Iblis, the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, on PlayStation. And him and Bill fought out like a thing, but can't do shit.
and Bill loved it. He entertained everything.
Of course he did.
It was fun.
Anyway, we move on to
We
the Queensland derby. The North Queensland Cowboys play the Titans, ins and outs. John Bateman is back for the Cowboys. And when I seen that game, that was my exact reaction.
Shit game.
Yeah, dog shit. And then for the Titans, Cam Pereira's back. David Fafita is back. Khalees Haas is out. David Fafita is named on the
Is
bench.
Khalees Haas related to Payne Haas?
Yes,
His
they're
brother.
brothers.
Why is there never like news headlines about him? Why do they always bring up like when they bring up their parents, he goes to Payne Haas, never to Khalees?
Because Clay
Well, if-
Haas,
Doesn't have a name.
Payne
Payne
Haas.
Haas. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much better.
Also,
Who the fuck? You didn't even know they were brothers.
Yeah.
Like, does that?
Like Tino's got a brother as well on the same team.
have you ever seen a headline and it says Payne Haas and Khalees Haas?
Yeah, like what's Tino's brother's name?
Isaac.
Oh, nice. Well done.
No, but they played together.
Yeah, I know, but Khalees Haas plays as well. Do you ever see Isaac's name in the newspaper?
No.
No, it's always Tino.
But well, Tino. Yeah.
He's better than him.
Well, but his like parents aren't in the headlines.
How shit is that, bro? You're in the shadow of your
That's
brother.
true.
Oh, you'd know how that feels.
Oh, Steve. If anyone literally knows, it's Steve.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What?
No one knows who Steve is.
That is true.
Do you know his real name? No. Okay. Tom Weaver still in the halfback position. Looked all right. AJ Brimstead in the 5'8". Jalen de Groot keeps a fullback spot after a decent performance last week. Who do we have?
Queensland.
Yeah, nice.
Cowboys. This is a boring game.
Dog
It's
shit.
going to be 13 plus.
Dog shit.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna be
got,
13
I got
plus.
Cowboys 13 plus. Purdue will score one.
Yeah, Purge will score 2.
Drinkwater will score
Score
one.
2. Everyone will score 2.
Everyone's going to score one.
I'm going to be different. I'm going to get Titans.
Why? Because
Do you believe that? Or you just
No,
want
I
to
don't believe it, but I just want to be different. It's a dog shit game.
it.
A dog shit game. I think their fans aren't even going to watch it.
Yeah, well, it's
The stadium's
similar
gonna
to the
have 5
Sharks.
people.
You know what? This is similar to Sharks and Knights. That was a dog shit game.
Yeah, but at least Sharks.
Knights are just so underwhelming.
Yeah, but Sharks are going to make the 8. Like these two, Cowboys can make a push,
Yeah.
but they're fucking. It's going to be boring.
It's a dead rubber. Sorry for all you Cowboys and Titans fans.
Yeah,
Like, fuck
if you
me.
are, if you are subscribed, we love you. If you're
Surely
not,
you don't circle this in
fucking
your
subscribe.
calendar and be like, I can't wait for this game. Surely.
It's the derby.
Especially if
G'd
Campbell
up.
not there and Holmes, Anton Holmes.
Where are they?
I don't know where I was going with that.
Anyway, let's move on. Wow, bro, it's a decent round until we got to that game.
No, even there was another one. I can't even.
Panthers, Sea Eagles. The Panthers catching some sort of form last week. They looked really good against the Roosters. Ins and
Yes.
outs for the Panthers. Luke Garner is out. Mitch Kenny is out. Luke Summerton comes in replacing Mitch Kenny, as he always does when Mitch Kenny is out. And who was it? Isaac Tunga, who played off the bench last week. He comes back into the centre position, and he's replaced by Maverick Gaia on the bench.
Hey, finally.
And then for the Manly Sea Eagles, Big Tommy Turbo is back.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
No.
Yeah, he is. He's back.
Cuz take the year off, bro. Lawala, go somewhere, cuz go to Bali.
Have a gap year, bro.
Go
This
to
guy's
Bali.
injured and he comes to every training session and like be a Benji and go to fucking Bali.
Wallah, cuz put this guy on paternity leave or something,
Yeah, I swear to
bro.
God, poor guy.
Cuz
Tom- Tommy Turbo is back. Jack Travojevic is out. I think it's a hammy last week.
No, he fucking
Who,
got
Jake
cleaned
Turbo?
up, bro, knocked out.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got
just
knocked
roll
out.
the
Carlos.
dice with them, brothers, bro. Roll the dice.
No,
whatever you
Jack
want.
Travojevic is he's pretty consistent.
So is Ben.
He is.
Yeah, Ben is always there. But that's right. He got knocked out like within the first couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
now
minutes
Jake
on
got
it.
whacked, bro. First
I
round.
completely forgot about that.
Was the first round?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was, yeah.
Bro, did you see how he stumbled? That was fucking bad.
Yeah, it was
But
bad.
it looks like we see him do that every 2 weeks.
Nah.
Because between every week is
Jake?
the HIA protocol.
Jake?
Yeah, Jake's already had one HIA this year.
I don't
I'm
remember.
pretty
it.
sure he has.
I don't
Yes,
remember
yes.
it. Sipley is out. They're replaced by Justin Vanga moved from the bench straight into the lock position. Tommy Talau is their 14. And
They'll change.
who is it?
That has to change, surely.
Who is it that comes in? Oh my God, there's no way. Josh Aloye is back. I feel like we talk about him every week when it comes to ins and outs.
Yeah, but
Josh Aloye is
He's
in.
back.
All right. And he takes Sipley's spot in that prop position. Fuck me. Tom Travojevic. Happy to see him back.
He's been off for 4 weeks.
around there.
Bro,
Yeah,
he
maybe a bit less.
like honestly, man, just
Because there's no way he's playing fit.
did he get his forklift license?
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to know.
He became a
Should've
plumber
listened to
over
you.
his 4 weeks.
Because he's got I don't know. I feel like he comes out this game and gets injured again.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so sad to see.
Yeah,
Especially
listen.
if they've roughed
Panthers.
Especially
Well, they
if they've
have to
rushed
win
him
this
back
game.
in. Who?
Panthers.
The Seagulls have to win this game. I'm saying that's why they're playing him. If this was against like say
Dragons.
Well, they're both must win. Seagulls are sitting 11th. Panthers sitting 15th.
Seagulls need to win this game.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is not at 4 points.
They need to win
Where's
this
that
game.
at?
Combank.
Oh, why? I thought like 27 games was at 4 points.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They took a hiatus for
That's what I
this week.
thought.
The grass wasn't cut enough.
Yeah,
Who do you
Panthers.
have, bro?
Panthers won 12.
Yeah, Panthers 112.
Panthers 1 to 12.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, the fucking boys.
we'll be comfortable too. Like I don't think Mel will be in this game at all.
Even with Tom Turbo back, I agree.
Yeah, no, bro. What can he do? The guy's gonna watch him. He's gonna run out. As he's running out, he's limping.
He's like someone said. He's like origami.
I swear to God, that's what he's made out
Hey,
of.
fold.
We move on to the Raiders versus Dolphins. You told me about this game a couple of weeks ago. I'll tell you dog shit.
This is a cracking
This
game.
is excitement.
Has
This
to
looks
be
like it's
exciting.
going to be
This has to
fun.
be
Ricky Stewart,
exciting.
bro.
Yeah,
Because I'm at work this weekend, bro. That's a fucking cracker of a game.
that looks like a fun game. So ins and outs for the Raiders, they are 1 through 17. Let me just make sure.
They believe-
Yeah, 1 through 17. Morata, no, yeah, he played last week, Mariota. And the Dolphins, Felice Kafusi is out. He's replaced in the starting prop position by a debuting Francis Molo. And
What a
everyone else is the same. Is that right? Oh, so it was a late switch. Oh, no, okay. Ray Stone played lock last week. He's been moved to the bench. And good old Mark Nichols is the starting lock.
Plath is out, yeah?
Plath is out. He's out to 46 weeks.
What is your ankle?
I can't remember.
Shoulder? Finger?
Can't remember.
I sent the article today. I didn't read
That's
it.
another Queenslander out.
Yeah, he's around 4 to 6
Very
weeks.
depleted, eh? They're
Bro,
looking
we
very thin.
don't look good, eh?
We-
This game is, like we
wait,
said.
what?
No, sorry, Max Plath is back.
Bro, please sit in the middle.
No, Max
Well,
Plath.
there's a time you got to call it.
Is this
Honestly,
the time?
Max Plath got pulled last second.
can we honestly
Because
talk
what?
about this?
No, if you don't say anything,
Yeah.
I'm all good. But you throw things, and I'm like, did I miss that?
You
So
know, you're like a
I had to go recheck it.
you're like a Dylan Brown at halfback. You look the goods.
But you're not.
You're just not it.
You're just a
Honestly, we got this bloke over there. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, I wish. I'd be in the middle seat. But it won't look right. Because
What?
it'll go,
Why he's saying I'm tall.
fuck
No.
taller than him.
Well, everyone's taller than me.
You know, if you sit in the middle, I sat there and he sat here, it'll be like this. It'll be all right. It'll be like that.
Anyway, Max Plath is that hooker. He got pulled last second last week. Fuck, you're a dog. You full confused me. But that's it. That's the changes for the
So
team.
is he back?
He is. He's that fucking hooker. He got pulled second last week. He's in hooker. He's in the hooker
So who's
position.
replacing the hooker?
He's replacing no one.
Owen Keeley?
It was no. Who was? Yeah, it was Owen Keeley who moves to the reserves. Kurt Donahue started.
Honestly,
Last
bro,
week.
you need a spell. You need to go back to the bench.
Okay,
And
listen.
it's-
Where's
be-
Bill? Where do you got Bill's number?
Kurt Donahue
I do actually. He'll be good.
in the middle.
Anyway,
We need him in the middle.
Bill's good, like just with his 10 cents,
it's 50.
50 cents.
Yeah, because he gives more than 10 cents.
That is very true.
He's good.
But it's those comments that he just drops.
So you're saying Bill doesn't talk much, but when he does,
It's
it's
gold.
pure knowledge.
Yeah, sometimes.
Bill has knowledge.
But it's unless when it
Bill
comes to the
knows.
Roosters, very
Just doesn't
biased.
talk much.
Yeah, I know. That's his problem.
Very biased. Anyway, let's get back to this game, right?
What the fuck's going on here?
Going to be a fun game. Who do we have? It is in Canberra, by the way. Just
First of all, we always talk about how their forwards are just aging.
Mm.
Molo is a perfect signing for them.
Well, he's not. He's not young, but he's not old.
He's young. He's like 30, yeah?
He's
29?
30.
He's younger than 30.
Have you
No,
seen that
30.
roster?
Oh, yeah, he's 30. That's right.
Okay.
Have you seen that roster? The
Oh,
one-
3rd of September, 94.
No, he's not.
I swear to God.
Moe's birthday.
That's my fake birthday.
Ali's birthday.
It's his fake birthday.
Yeah.
The one where he came off the boat and they signed him on at Brighton.
George's River.
With a crown
Yeah.
and a $10 US.
Didn't have that.
Anyway, continue.
They go, can you play baseball?
Yeah, can you talk about, Francis Molo, the perfect signing?
He's like, yeah, show us the ID. He goes, this is crayon. You know,
Is that Homer?
no, bench warmers.
Yeah, that's right. This guy loves this. Can you tell us about Francis Molo?
A good signing for
Yeah.
the Dolphins. They needed him.
Yeah, but still, he's 30.
30 is for a front rower. That's like a 24.
No.
Cuz.
30.
Prop.
Are you
For a
comparing
Props, their peak is like 33.
Cuz
they're
he
done.
could go to at least 33.
at least?
I think they need it
Because the
now.
bloke has 5 good runs in him a game.
It's a good pickup now. Dragons fans will tell you they fucking hated him.
I didn't mind it. He has 5 solid runs and then you put him on the bench.
That's it, but for the whole game.
Yeah.
But they need it.
Yeah, and he's
They
on
do.
big money, eh?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the. No, he got
'Cause-
released. You released him, yeah.
Yeah.
He got paid out. He's not on big money.
Oh,
we-
he's
no,
not
we
on the
didn't pay
same
him out.
contract.
No.
We didn't pay him out.
So what? Are you guys stripping him?
We
from his
made him pay
contract?
us
No,
back.
he paid off the
Oh
rest.
yeah, that's right. Just to get out.
Yeah.
Wow, he fucking
Like,
must
that's,
have
so
hated it.
what happened there? Because
I swear to
who
God.
goes out of their way to pay you?
A club to release
So
him.
why did he want out so bad?
I
No,
think-
well, he wanted out. And we said, okay, you can go out. But we've been paying you for the whole time you've been claiming to be mental health or whatever. So give us our money back. What were we paying you for if you're sitting
he
there
have
and then
to?
now you want to leave? Of course you had to.
Yeah.
Otherwise
If
you
you
wouldn't get
wanna get
released.
If you didn't get released, he's just getting paid from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you?
Oh,
leave?
no. And then keeps getting fined for the days he doesn't come to training. Or the game.
It was a match made in hell.
It was a turmoil.
Yeah, so it worked out for both of them. Now he gets to start for
Yeah,
Dolphins.
yeah. Raiders. Sorry, Dolphins.
Yeah,
Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins.
yeah. They looked good. They did.
Dolphins, bro.
All right, I got Raiders 1-12.
Raiders on to
Are you gonna
Okay.
tip the Raiders?
Yeah.
Are you gonna copy my tip?
Tipping the Raiders. I'm doing my tip.
Let
I'm
me
copying
just
you.
put a name in your head. Hudson Young.
Let me put a name in your head.
Tell me.
Katoa.
He doesn't back it up 2 weeks in a row. Watch.
Katoa, he's backed it up every game since the start of the year.
Not like
He's
this.
gotten better
Not
and
like
better
this,
and
man.
better and better.
What do you mean like this?
That's going to be hard to
Because he
replicate.
pumped.
By the way, Preston is not going to play in New South in the Origin.
I think he will.
No one huts young Liam Martin are there, bro. You can't.
We didn't even throw Neil Martin out
Yeah, I
there.
forgot about Liam Martin.
Hey, Qatar hasn't played like this that game. Hasn't played like this ever.
That was his best game ever. 100%.
It was his best game ever, but
It's going to be hard to replicate.
That was a 10 out of 10 game, would you say?
For a halfback, Cousins, yeah.
For him, yes.
For a halfback,
Why are
yeah.
you saying for him?
For a
He's one of the
halfback.
best up and comers we've seen in a very
For
long
a
time.
I
halfback,
agree,
yes, he's
but
21.
from his recent form to now, that's his 10 out of 10 game.
But his recent form has been like an 8.5, 9 out of 10.
No.
Really?
Bro, he's
No,
been
no, no,
very
no,
good.
The first
so-
three
no,
rounds of the
no,
fucking
not
year,
that.
it was average.
No, that's wrong.
No, he's been good. He's
He's
been
been
better
good,
than average,
average.
but not
You're wrong,
nine.
you're wrong, you're wrong.
He's been a 6-7 every round.
Alright.
He's been a 6-7 every round. Last week was a 10
A 6-7 every round.
every round.
Wallah, you guys have no idea.
You have no idea. If he's a 10 every round, fucking they win every
I
game.
never said 10 every round.
What, a
Well,
9?
You, sound like
You
a
said a
woman
9.
now. Don't chuck words in my mouth.
said a 9.
I said he's been an 8.5, 9 every game.
That's
Last game was a 10 out of 10
bullshit.
game. Isaiah Katoa is the best thing we've had in years, bro. Wallah.
If he's an 8 or a
Bullshit.
9 out of 10, if that was his 10, and he's an 8 or 9 out of 10, they're still winning every game. That's still a fucking big performance.
And the fact that Turbo is coming back this week gets me. Because he's not going to survive this, bro. I'm telling you now.
Anyway, so you have no idea about it.
Where'd you go? What the fuck?
I'm just thinking about it now.
Anyway, does Hudson now score another double? Does he break the record?
Yes.
Yeah?
Um,
Fuck, I'd love to see
guess
it.
what's going to happen?
What? Gets injured? What?
Nah, Nicholson's going to score a double. No,
Ooh.
he'll score one and Hudson Young will score one.
That'd be
I'll go to that side now and trying to.
So what's your score prediction? If that's 12 already on the board for them.
Well, I got Dolphins winning 1-12.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah,
the
prediction.
scoreline's going to be, this game is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be a fucking thriller.
It's
Fantastic.
going to be cracked.
All right, and then we move on to the last game of the round. The West Tigers take on the Sharks. Ins and outs for the Tigers. Luke Lalili, he's out. He's replaced by Adam Dewey, moves back to centre. Brett Naden moves from centres to the wing, Lalili's position. And then where Adam Dewey was, which was halfback, Jerome Luai moves from 5'8" to halfback, opening up the way for returning Lachlan Galvin. A recalled Lachlan Galvin.
Dumb. Very dumb.
We'll get there. And then for the Sharks, Toby Rudolph is out. He is replaced on the bench by Tukuhau Tapua. The 2 meter something is huge.
He is a unit.
Yeah, he's
the biggest player in
huge.
NRL.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Nelson.
No, there's someone else.
No, Tukora is the biggest.
Is that
That's the
Broncos?
guy
done?
from Broncos.
Broncos?
Yeah, he's the biggest.
He's like
But-
7'2" or something. 7'1".
No,
Relax.
cuz.
Is he an
6'9".
NBA,
He's
is he
like
an NBA
6'9".
player?
He's
Can't
6
relate.
something, but he's huge. Now, you touched on it straight away. Dumb. Lachlan Galvin is back.
Why is it dumb?
Why is it dumb for me?
Yeah, I want to hear your
Because,
thoughts.
okay, this bloke came out and said Benji can't coach.
Yeah.
And he's not going to grow under Benji. So Benji has done what?
What?
Dropped him. Okay? As a big fuck you, also, I'll throw in there, made Luai as number 6 and Dewey 7, which was just a big fuck you. I don't even know why he done that, because Luai's supposed to be the 7, and Dewey is a 6, not a 7.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's
We
weird.
didn't
You look
touch up
into
on
it big and you're right.
That was
That-
weird.
I never thought of that.
That, and then they bully him, obviously. You've seen the Instagram post, whatever.
They ran amok on him, but
They ran
A
amok on him.
bullying accusation.
Accusations. He hands them legal papers.
Yeah, this is the weird part.
Fuck, you're making it sound worse. Than
This
what it
is the weird. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
that's bad.
It's not worse than what it is. This is what it is.
No, I'm saying it like
he hands
just
them legal
when you say
papers
it.
because he's been bullied. What does that do? It turns the playing group on him even more. And what does Benji do to reward that? Brings him back in. Luai does not want to play with him. Taruva doesn't want to play with him. I'm sure half the team doesn't want to play with him. You're going to have two halves that don't want to give the ball to each other.
Okay.
That's my intake.
I'll blame the Tigers team. I'll tell you why. These they pissed me. Oh, they've pissed me off.
Just relax.
You want to rock it up my ass? Here's one. All right.
Please.
Benji Marshall dropped this superstar of a player.
Yeah.
Superstar of a player to make a statement. And you know, in the press conference, yeah, to give him a spell and let him relax his mind. We know why. It was out of just the fact that he's got other players, and it was more to make a statement, right? That's the truth behind it. They had one job: beat the Eels.
Swear to
Benji will be up here flying.
Yeah.
Luai's laughing. Taruva can say whatever he wants. He can slap anyone he wanted. They couldn't do that. They put the pressure on themselves. If they had just come out and performed like they were supposed to, because everyone here had them winning. You said they were going to lose. I'm sure in your heart you would have thought Tigers were going to win, bro.
I said para 13 plus.
Tigers should have won, but Maui. Tigers should have won.
But no, that leads me to my point. If last week without him, they were in turmoil, missing him. Now they don't want to play with him.
So
it's
blame
like
them, bro. Fuck, they should have stood up for Benji and said, you know what, we're going to win for him.
100%.
But
You know, winning's an attitude, bro. It's
is
not
an
just
attitude.
about who you got and who misses out and who's doing this. It's an attitude.
100%. And
You
Luai
wanna
talks
win
about
for your
team
coach?
first attitude, blah, blah, blah. That did not...
Exactly,
that
bro.
didn't
So
happen.
team first. So where was Luai for the last 30 minutes of the game? Instead of those 2 kicks that he kicked for, yeah, he's the 2 tries. But where was he? Every last tackle option is giving it to Dewey to kick. You're the $1.1 million man.
Even one of
You've
those
been put in
tries-
as a halfback. Why are you giving it Dewey to kick?
Because even that one of those tries, one of those 2 kicks, one of those tries is fucking an assist to Adokar. Shouldn't even have been scored. It was too deep, to be fair. Adokar should have had that all day.
Yeah, he
My
should have
thing
stood
is Benji going to sink himself that low because of one game that they lost
He has
against
to,
Pat?
bro.
No, he doesn't have to.
He has to.
He doesn't have to. He needs to fire a rocket.
He
up
doesn't
his
have a
halfback
team
line.
full of winners, Maui.
Well, he should.
And this game proved that because, you know, I've been riding him for so many weeks, bro.
Both of us have.
I've tipped him every game.
Do you want to prepare for life without him? Because you can't.
They
just,
have to.
You can't just keep recalling him. He's going to leave. So
They
why the
have
fuck
to.
are you bringing him back now?
Well, that's the thing. They have to, right? They had to prepare life
You know,
without
you
him.
guys are both right, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys are both right.
They had to prepare life without him. But they couldn't. They just couldn't just hold up their end of the bargain
Oh,
and just fucking win that game.
You are so all they had to do to stop everything
Just
and no one
win.
will be talking shit
Win.
was just beat Para.
Yeah.
Para. Cause I watched Andrew Johns talk about Para. He's thinking, can they make a late surge to the top 8? I think they're good enough. That's how shit the Tigers were.
That's bad.
Parramatta is nowhere near the 8 with Mitchell Moses. I don't care. They made them look like a team full of superstars, bro.
They did.
Adokar wound back the clock, cuz. He did not look like a Bulldogs. He had that Bulldogs jersey. He looked like he had a Melbourne jersey on.
Because this bloke intercepted the ball with 2-on-1. If that try was scored, West Tigers win the game.
That's
by
the
way.
most embarrassing intercept I've seen in my
So
life.
bad. It's one of the best
That's
intercepts
honestly.
I've ever seen, but
It's one of the most crucial ones. Not the
Darius Boyd's
best.
one is that.
Darius Boyd is the best intercept I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. But that was up there. Him and Adam Reynolds.
He
reminded me
done
of Adam
very
Reynolds.
well. Very well.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Hey,
But it shouldn't have happened.
They made
No,
their
it should
coach
never
look
have
like an
happened.
idiot. They're too busy You know what? Where's Shane Richardson? Why isn't he taking up the press conference? Why isn't he backing up for Benji?
He was in the press
when
conference.
Serrato was going through, I know, in the background, hiding his face because he can't face the cameras.
Yeah, but he was in the background, and as soon as they asked Benji, don't answer the
Yeah,
question.
but that's because of legal problems. That's not
I
because
agree.
of fucking morality and respect.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's
You
doing
didn't
the
watch
right
the
thing.
video.
Because in the time of Serrato, when he was getting shit on from 2023, the worst season we have today of the Bulldogs' lifetime, for the last 10 rounds, was Serrato ever on camera?
No.
He was on the camera.
Guild.
So where's this manager of this? Been around for 40 years.
I agree with you. And also, if you watched the video yesterday, me and Ali spoke about this. If he just came out before all this happened, like as soon as Galvin came out and said what he said, you go to your playing group, just like Riles did with Moses. Did you see after the game when they interviewed him about Galvin? And he said, "No, we haven't spoken about it. We haven't looked into it. Blah blah."
Moses
Shut down everything.
Straight away, as he's asking the question, he shuts it down.
The Tigers have been all over the media. Benji's been on the media talking about Galvin. Luai's been on there. Taruva's been on there.
'Cause
Not just on Instagram, on the media. You need to go there and tell your players to shut the fuck up. This is an internal problem. Don't put it out there.
Yeah.
Did you see one doggies play in 2023 talking?
No, and the one that did
Phil
got
would have
sacked.
asked them, cuz.
The one that did got sacked.
Because for the last 10 rounds, Serrato didn't show his face. Why would you show your face when you just got pumped 6-0? So why are you showing your face when your coach is being slandered all over the news?
Yeah, it's true.
Shane Richardson wants to sit in the background and say, no comment. What do you mean no comment? So stand up on the camera and do what you're supposed to do is back your management.
100%.
And back your coaching staff.
And back your decision.
He's the multi-million-dollar man letting a guy like Benji, a Hall of Famer, throw his name in the dirt, bro. They shouldn't. This is not even good for the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Benji Marshall is a cult hero for
He is,
NRL.
And bro,
100%.
this could tarnish his reputation. Him going out in the media talking about these little turmoils that should be kept behind closed doors. People are going to look at him like, oh, look, what a sook. He can't coach. He can't do this. I believe he can't coach. I want him to prove me wrong. I love Benji as a player. You believe he can't coach.
I
This is
agree.
all because of these little sagas that go on in the Tigers.
It's stupid.
It's
And
amateur sagas.
Richardson, who's been around the game for a very long time, should have stopped. Like off the bat, as soon as Galvin said no to the signature, the first thing you do is you go to your playing group, you go to everyone. No one says a fucking thing.
And whoever does,
Fine.
see yourself in reserve grade.
Fine, dropped, whatever. Right? Instead, they had these two blokes on social media.
Like kids, cuz.
Like kids.
Like
and that's the
kids.
thing. They flipped this whole narrative. Now, you're not even... when we was talking about it as fans, when we made that episode, it was on the day it happened. We
was
were
the heat of the
upset
moment.
that Galvin left. That Galvin isn't re-signing. When everything happened
They offered him a lot, Ali.
I know.
There's two sides to this coin.
Yes,
we
but
agree
then-
with that
but
side
as-
and this side.
But as soon as they went on social media,
They became the bad people.
they became the bad people. And now everyone's like... Now, I agree with Galvin. I agree with Galvin.
Do you have to?
I swear to God, I agree with Galvin. If that's how they treat you,
Yeah.
What the
And
fuck?
then you get another two players that come out and say the same thing.
You know what
Yeah.
saves all of this, by the way? Just fucking win.
yeah, I swear to God.
Just fucking win.
Yeah.
If it's not for Shane Khara, win for Benji. If it's not for
Win- win
Benji,
for your
for fucking
fans.
Luai, bro.
Win for your fans.
Give Luai, for the fans, first thing, always.
the fans.
But if it's not for them, at least for the Benji, for the 4-time reigning premiership winner, bro. At least for him.
Because you had
Benji.
their fans.
So for Luai.
Yeah.
Sorry for the voice, by the way, it's from the game.
You had their fans.
Doggies, Rabbitohs.
You had their fan. We had their fans sitting here. Honey was here, and he said, "Bro, I almost cried. Almost cried. He's a grown man with kids, married, everything. Almost cried. That's a performance they give him. So shoot, go. Who do you have, bro? Sharks, Tigers.
Sharks 13 plus.
Sharks 13
please,
plus.
bro.
Sharks 13
I want nothing good for the Tigers anymore. They're my second favorite team. I say it all the time.
Have
I
you
love
seen
the
their run?
Tigers. I don't give a fuck
it get
about
worse
their
from
run.
you?
They pissed me off.
They're going to get raped.
They pissed me
Really?
off. Galvin gets called back in. Why? Because they're dog shit. That's why. How bad is it? They got the Dragons next week.
They're going to lose that.
They're going to, because
They got the Storm after that.
They're going to fucking get mobbed.
They got the Rabbitohs after that.
you know what's going to hurt them the most out of all
They've
that?
got a bye.
The Dragons loss. Because last week, it's a good game.
Yeah.
This week, it's a very bad style. for them.
And believe me, after the performance they put in this Sunday, there's going to be more fucking articles. It's just going to go downhill from here. They're going
Yeah.
to spiral.
Yeah, it's bad.
If they lose, there's going to be that whole feud. Luai and fucking Galvin didn't.
If the Tigers could have their time back, they'd go about it in so many different ways.
They
But it
have
makes
to.
no sense because Richardson has been there and he was at a place. He was at the Rabbitohs. At the time, the Rabbitohs were in a way worse spot than where the Tigers are now. Way worse. He should have learned.
Yeah.
He should have learned from that.
How many times does a donkey run into a wall before he understands there's a wall there?
The fact
I
that
don't know. Let's see how much time.
the fact that Luai and Taruva could go on social media and do that.
You're crazy.
I mean, Shane Richardson never ever once spoke to his players and
About
said,
it.
"No one move a muscle without my word."
Yeah, of course.
The fact that they've done that means they never told nothing.
No,
You
that's
think they're
what I'm
doing that
saying.
if Richardson
Of course
said
not.
something to him?
Of course not.
You think when
Crazy.
You think when Andrew Davey came out and spoke shit about Serrato's coaching when he went to the Eels?
Yeah.
Did you hear one Dogs player say anything?
No,
Why?
You still haven't heard anyone say
No,
anything.
because what about when
Do you think they wanted to be quiet?
when Thing took us to court?
Yeah, Jackson Topen.
Did a player comment?
Still till
Till
now.
now.
No, no,
Not
no.
a single player comment. Even it's done now. It's finished. If you had to comment, you can
I'll
comment
give
now.
you a better one. When we lost all our sponsorship,
Yeah.
did you hear one player say
No.
anything?
Not a single player.
So why do you have two players, influential players, not just to that team, to the whole competition, to the fan base, talking like that? And Luai, I'll give it to him. He can say whatever he wants. The fact that a winger, you know what a winger is in this game, isn't as respected as any other position.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the easiest position according to them. Yeah. Come out and say what he said, not good enough.
Well, what does that show you? Shane Richardson's not running the club. Neither is Benji because he didn't even come out and talk to his players. No one's running the club. It's just a bunch of turkeys running around.
No, they are. I like I said, the Tigers are my second favourite team, but my God, they are in shambles. Anyway, that's the episode. We hope you did enjoy it. In the comment section below, everything we spoke about today, let us know your thoughts on it. In the description below, you'll find our socials, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you're following. We have been uploading a lot more. Leave a like if you haven't already. Share it with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell to be notified. And we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Absolutely